Hey, what's going on? It's Bebop here. Today's video is going to be about joining a company. What are the benefits? What are the negatives? Well, if you're not in our company, that's a negative, baby, right off rip. But real quick, before we get started today, I stream live every day on Twitch, so feel free to stop by and say hello. But one of the main benefits of joining a company is that you get to run together on the ECR runs, the Elite Chess runs. So this was our first one ever here in Cutless Keys, a brand new redone Cutless Keys, which they did an excellent job on. So now we're going to get cursed doubloons and see what else we're going to get. We are flagged for PvP, so if anybody wants it, they can get it, bruh. Well, also we're going to get a little bit of extra luck that way, so we can maybe get some better craft mods. So that is one benefit, and it is absolutely a lot more fun when you're doing these chess runs with your company, okay? Everybody's going in and they're actually killing and clearing the enemies. Now, normally when you do world tours, nobody's killing the enemies. It seems like, you know, there's a few people that care, but most of the people are just trying to get loot. They're just, you know, being those type of people. And here at the company, you're not doing that, because if you stand out and you're the one doing that, you're going to be called out and you're probably going to get kicked out. So it was our first time coming down here. I did come down here on the beta, but I don't really remember exactly where we want to be here for the Curse to Blooms. But the route we chose was a little bit crazy. We also had a second group that came late, so we went back to get them. So we will be figuring out what the best route is to go. So I think we got over 600 doubloons in this run. We did not go into the flagged PvP zone, obviously. So there is one elite chest up by the where the new Gorgon raid is, up to the left. If you're looking straight ahead at Barnacles, you go to the left. There is one chest on the docks to the left, kind of hidden. You can get that. All the old areas that had the level 45 elite lost enemies are now level 65 elite. And they go up to actually, I think around 68 or even 70. So they do hit really hard. They got some new cool looking attacks. It makes for a good time, especially when we're low gear score, okay? So we want to try to get some good craft mods out of this. We want to try to just get some mats. And we also, it's a community building event. It's a lot of fun. Now, if you haven't boosted up your mount speed, a couple ways to do that. Do the mount races to level it up one way, or you can feed your mount vittles. You want those boosts to help get around the map faster. If you don't have those boosts, your mount's going to be so slow. And when you go off-road, it's going to feel like you're almost going backwards. It's so slow, okay? Don't want to waste your time doing that and getting around the map even slower than if you just roll dodged everywhere. So at least get to your first level boost, which is level 50. It's basically 2 races and you're there. Get that done, and then you can hit these, you know, ECRs a lot easier. Now, when you come over here, make sure you take your Lost Ward pots, Lost Ward coatings. Make sure you have a honing stone if you want. I mean, you don't have to go crazy right now. Mats are kind of, you know, few and far between. Now, when you're on these runs, you're going to come across a whole lot of new areas. No one's going to know exactly what house has chests in them or whatnot. Just check everyone, okay? There's chests that, even if they look like the regular small ones, they're going to give you doubloons, okay? And also, when you get to the area where the cannons are shooting off, that's my favorite spot, man. That sounded so cool. That was a great job they did on that. So just to kind of go over some of the things that are positive about joining a company, you got new friends you can, you know, go play with on different missions. If y'all want to team up and do dungeons or OPR or 3v3s or whatnot, open world runs, you can do big runs like this. Also, you get to be part of a community that, you know, if you're in part of the wars or whatnot, and you're actually you're contributing to the company, you can be on the payroll, and that's how you can earn additional money by helping out the team. The governor will then assign you, you know, everybody their pay, and you will get paid on that. So that is a really cool way to make extra money. I went 3 years without being in a company or being in any wars or anything like that. So this time around, I'm not doing that. I actually really want to be involved and see what's going on and learn. So I really regret not doing that the past 3 years. But when I originally got in this game, I didn't care about doing PvP. I was trying to get away from PvP games and just chill. So I was more solo. Now I'm kind of getting into it. So let's get to it. Another thing is, usually in these companies, you have a crafter, you know, of all sorts of trades. So if you funnel mats into that crafter, you can get tools and all that stuff for free. Basically, you just got to go bring the mats in every now and then, donate some gold, you know, to the company. to keep it funded, and you'll get, you know, free tools depending on if that's what they want to do. So everybody has a chance to gather faster and better to keep the company growing even quicker. And you get to take over areas, you know. Not to mention being flagged on the ECR runs, you're going to get extra luck the game attributes to you. So you'll be more out to get rare items, stack decks, rolling dice, all that good stuff. That's very hard to get if you're not flagged, and very rare. You'll be having a higher chance. Now, what that chance is, not sure. Okay. But that's it. Now, for some of the negatives, yeah, you will have to contribute. You will have to make sure you're there at certain times when the company needs you for wars or whatever the role may be. They might ask you to donate some gold, or they might ask you to, you know, whatever it may be. All right. You just kind of have to kind of give up some of your freedom a little bit to participate in the company. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a negative, it's a positive, and helping out's always a good thing. So, another thing is you can get stuck on a team that really sucks at wars and get your butt kicked all the time, and that's just not fun for anyone. So it could be a bad experience based on what server you're on and what team you're with. So you will have to recognize that companies come and go. Okay, if a company comes out there and they're going to war and they're just getting destroyed and they keep losing territories, that company will not sustain. It will break up, divide itself. The other companies will consume it, and you will be fighting for a roster spot with other competitive companies. The way you get on there is by being better than the next man or woman. So you will have to compete. If that's not what you're into, that could possibly be a negative way to look at things. So anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. I had a blast last night, and I hope to do more like this here soon. And so tonight, I think we're going to do a war, or it might have been canceled. I had to check and see what's going on. But all right, we are on Senaria or Samaria. I don't know how people say it, but I like saying Santa Maria. So hopefully I see y'all in there. It's US East server. And we're with the cats with hats and the cats with abs. So we have two companies, basically, brother and sister company, because we have a big group of people over here. So if you're on that server and you're looking at maybe joining up, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and we'll see what we can do about that. All right, chat with y'all later. Have a good day. Later.